Citroen is a French car brand that made its entry into the Indian market with the C5 Aircross. Well, they have recently launched the C3 in our market, which is helping them post 3-digit sales figure on the monthly sales tally. And now to reinforce these numbers, Citroen has updated its first ever offering for our market, and as a result, now with this car being at our disposal, today we are gonna find out if it can make the competition wee bit tougher for its rivals or not. So let's kick things off. Design first. Aesthetically, the C5 Aircross now looks more appealing thanks to a pair of sharply designed headlamps on the front, which also get dual element for the LED DRLs. Also, the nose looks more aggressive now thanks to a new bumper that comes with functional air vents, which also get satin blue surrounds. Move over to the sides, you're treated with a new design for the 18-inch alloy wheel, which do look nice as well. Over to the rear, you're treated with a fresh design for the LED tail lamps. Apart from that, the silhouette remains largely unchanged, and the Citroen C5 Aircross has its fair share of elements from the model that it replaces. Now let's get inside and see what's changed there. Step inside and the Citroen C5 Aircross facelift feels premium for sure, and you now have a new 10-inch touchscreen display, which is not the most intuitive of all, but the display quality is very crisp, and so is the touch response. This center console, it is changed as well. There are no more cuboid shaped AC vents over here. You have very conventional design for the AC vents now. Along with that, you have a touch panel right beneath it. Along with that, you also have another touch panel right beneath it with a couple of switches as well. Move towards center console, and the biggest change that you will notice here is that the joystick like gear knob is nowhere to be seen now. What you have instead is a very fancy and a very neatly designed lever to switch between drive modes. And the center console also comes with 2 cup holders and a very large cubby space. As per Citroen, the seats, they are also being recontoured, and they now have 15 mm of extra padding, which makes them really comfortable, I would say. And since comfort is the prime forte of Citroen C5 Aircross, well, let me tell you that seats are really supportive, and the space that was on offer on the inside hasn't changed at all, making this a fairly spacious car. Let me brief you with specifications first. The C5 Aircross in its facelifted avatar continues to get the 2-liter 4-cylinder oil burner that puts out 177 HP and 400 Nm of max torque. The gearbox is the same old 8-speed torque converter automatic that sends power to the front wheels. Well, you get a couple of driving modes over here, but apart from that, if I talk about NVH levels, it is around idling that you get to hear the diesel clatter. Once you start picking up the pace, the Citroen C5 Aircross treats you with really controlled NVH levels and a very supple ride quality. After all, it comes with progressive dampers, and as a result of that, once you are at highway speeds, it hardly matters for this car what you are throwing at it. If it is a sharp pothole, any sharp bump, tall speed breakers, expansion joints, ripples, whatsoever, it takes everything with grace without hampering its own poise. Also, the straight line stability for this car is impeccable as well. And another thing that I really liked about it is the steering wheel. It's a really nice unit to hold, very chunky one, I would say, but it is very light around city speeds and at tight parking spaces. Along with that, it is fairly sharp once you are gaining speed, and it also gains weight with speeds as well. The brakes are progressive as well, and on the whole, it is a very nice car to drive, I would say. It offers a perfect balance of both comfort and dynamics. But should you buy one? At roughly rupees 37 lakh ex-showroom, the Citroen C5 Aircross facelift is not a cheap offering in any way. Well, it rivals the likes of Hyundai Tucson, Volkswagen Tiguan and more. But should you consider buying one? Well, I think if you want a very considerate package that is subtle to look at and offers a stupendously good ride quality, I think Citroen C5 Aircross facelift is the right car for you. Also, its diesel engine is very capable. It can munch miles all day long, all night long with a claimed fuel efficiency of around 17 kmpl. Even in the real world conditions, it could easily return 16 to 18 kmpl with ease. And that being said, it is a car that loves highways. So if you need a vehicle that is potent at munching miles, this is for you. And I think this was all from my side. I'm your host Mohit Bhardwaj. Will now take a leave. Take care.